Hello, world. My name is Josh Wilson, aka J Will.
My name is Mike, aka Mike, and um, we're here to talk about some of the recent things that have been said on Fox News regarding the rapper, actor, poet,
Activist.
activist, vegan. You add more to the list. If you don't know what's been happening, yesterday, President Obama and Michelle Obama hosted another poetry gathering, gala type. Not really like
Event.
a party. Yeah, it's just like an event that they do every year since he's been in office. And you know, like in 2008 or 2009, I don't remember what year, he invited Joshua Bennett and
Who's a great poet, by the way.
Yes.
If you haven't gone to check him out, check him out. No joke.
One of my role models. Yeah, just a lot of different spoken word artists and like musicians and stuff like that to perform at the White House, just to perform. And
Jill Scott was there as well.
Yeah, was
yeah, Jill Scott was there.
So yesterday they had this event again, and Fox News got wind of the fact that Common was invited to to the performance,
and they pretty much lost their minds.
Nah, they did that a while ago.
At this situation. I mean, let's be real, people. Let's be all the way real. If you are a hip hop fan, more so a Common fan, then I don't know about you, this is very much offensive to me. The things they're saying. They're labeling him as a gangster rapper, a thug, having lyrics about killing cops.
And what's funny is that they're going off of the one poem that Common did for Def Poetry Jam, like
called
back
Letter
in
to the President.
05, something like that.
Yeah, where in the part they're picking out is the one part where he's talking about burning Bush and going against the establishment and fighting for a revolution, basically. But they seem to fail at talking about the rest of the poem, where he's saying, no, what we want will not be accomplished if we go with these violent acts. There's a better way to do it, so let's not do what I just said. Let's go against that. Let's go against the violence. But do they ever pick that part out? No. They have that one little couplet where he says that.
And
now,
what's even funnier is that, I was showing Josh the clip from The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
And on there, what happened was Fox News caught up with Common on the red carpet for some event. I don't remember what it was. And, this was back in 2010. And the correspondent there was going on about, he was asking Common, you're one of the most wholesome, respected, clean, forward-thinking, progressive rappers that we in the game today. He said all of that in a 2-minute interview.
Mm-hmm.
And all they would have had to do was go to their own website, foxnews.com, and type in Common to see anything. You know what I mean?
It's pretty jacked up. And the reason it bothers me is because it's something that has been bothering me for a while. People like Fox News, people like all these other people that criticize hip hop and blame it for the world's problems. As a rapper, it kind of offends me. They all label us one way. They label us as thugs and gangsters and people who don't respect women and just all we talk about are cars and clothes and money and how fly we are and just all this negative stuff. When if you really listen to hip hop, if these people were to really listen to hip hop, listen to people like A Tribe Called Quest, listen to people like Common, like Talib Kweli, like Mos Def.
The list goes on.
I could go on. I could go on for days on rappers who speak the truth and who speak realness. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even diss the other rappers who talk about that stuff. Hip hop is not one thing. We need people like Soulja Boy. We need people like let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. We need people like that.
Like Lil B.
But the thing is, my problem is they don't show people like Jay Electronica, people like Mos Def. There's more to hip hop, but they don't show that. So because of that, people are labeling rappers like Common as a gangster rapper.
And then what's even funnier is that when they call like correspondents or people to comment on it or whatever, like I've seen, like I was watching the clip that Fox News had on there, and they were like I don't even know their names, Hannity or whatever, is talking to like two black guys on there, and then some woman had a black woman on there talking about hip hop or whatever, and at the same time, yeah, they're black people. They're probably like 3 out of the 6 black people you got working at the whole network, and they don't even like hip hop or know anything about Common more than you do. You know what I mean? Like, I saw one guy who was actually defending him, but most of the time they'll pick, like...
And they were cutting him off. Wouldn't even let him speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is what they do to everybody on Fox News. I remember I saw Al Sharpton on the O'Reilly Factor one day. Bill O'Reilly wouldn't even let him speak. He would cut him off right before he was about to speak every time. So it's just... The main reason we're vlogging about this is just it's such an outrage. For many reasons. It started...
outrage.
It started with the Common thing. But in my mind, it led to much more. Because it's not just about that. The fact that... I mean, if you're going to pick one rapper...
Dude wasn't just right. You can't get... He's like the Morgan Freeman of hip-hop. You can't... He's James Earl Jones.
He's a vegetarian, for God's sakes.
You can't even go...
So, if you're going to pick one rapper to be like the least scariest rapper you can think of, it's probably Common. And you're going to sit there and label him all these things for doing poetry. Poetry. You know, roses are red, violets are blue.
Hey, that's not...
No, I'm saying like, I'm talking about the simplest form. Okay, no, I'm not saying that's all poetry. So all poets, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying poetry, a true form of speaking, a true form of expressing yourself in ways that most people can't. A true art form, in my opinion. For poetry. It's not right. And then it just opens up more debate about how you look at hip hop and how they blame it for everything. Whenever we have rock artists making songs like no diss to Nirvana fans, I'm a Nirvana fan, but they got songs like Rape Me. But do they ever talk about that? No. You got songs where they're like all of that. But they don't ever say nothing about that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying they don't ever talk about it.
Yeah.
You got country talking about, and all the color girls go do.
So basically what we're trying to say, the gist of this video is people are crazy, hip hop still lives on, and watch Fox News.
That was sarcasm, by the way. But, just the moral of the story is open your eyes. Don't listen to one side of things. And if you don't fully understand something, don't speak on it.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? So, that's all I have to say. If you want to get at me or Mike, we'll post our Twitter and Facebook links in the description box. Because I don't think this is not the last time you're gonna hear from us.
Definitely.
Matter of fact, you know what? We talked about this. We're gonna start our own little, a talk show type thing. Starring us, and we're gonna have like different guests every time we have a show. It's we're gonna be talking about stuff like this, issues that go on in the world, issues that deal with us personally, like relationships, and hip hop. We're gonna really talk, and we're gonna really give a true vision on all of this.
And we're going to be taking y'all on the road to all types of concerts and shows and stuff like that. And if we get the chance to interview an artist, you guys are going to be there with us because we're going to film it. So be on the lookout for those later on.
And we're looking. So look for the end of summer, August or September. You're going to see what we're talking about. It's going to be something worth looking at. Thanks again, and see y'all then.